Now these, of course, are a couple of the standard type of containers that you will find Venus flytraps, whether you're buying them at a Lowe's, a Walmart, or a grocery store, whoever may carry them. A lot of people just call them death traps. Basically, that's what they are, and I'll explain that more later. But sometimes you find a bigger one. I found a bigger one, and it had half of a trap that was like hanging on for dear life. It had any green, and luckily I nursed it back to health. I was very shocked. And back here, let me get these out here. This here is the first one. Let's take a look inside. Some moss. I'm still waiting for some growth on that one. Let's take a look at this other one. Little one there. He's managing to hang in there. Let me pull this down here a second here. Yeah, he's hanging in there. This one here didn't make it, but he's hanging in there. I like to try to, nurse them back to health. Sometimes when you get them, they're in really bad shape. I got them back. The first one I showed you that has all the moss in it there, that was my first. That's a little experiment. You can't see it real well because it's real tiny and green. So we'll come back and look at this later on in the future. You'll have to, just keep checking back. And this one here, he's doing good. But anyhow, I started out originally with 3, and they came in containers like this. And that little guy in there, believe it or not, he came in this. And I was like, wow, I wonder if I can save him. He is hanging in there. All right, let's go take a look out in the backyard, because that's where all the magic happens. We're going to cut through the house real quick, though. I got to be careful. There's a dangerous chihuahua on patrol. Oh, she's a killer! Easy, killer, easy! Alright, let's head out back. Let's take a peek out the window before we go outside. It's really beautiful out here. Over here we have the garden. Inside the fence to keep the rabbits and everything from eating. And I set the Venus flytraps out here so they get more sun, because right now the garden is really in the shade this time of day. So let's take a look out, because right now it's 2:30, so we don't want them to miss this sun. I'll explain that later. Also, before we head out back to see the Venus flytraps, this is going to be a very important thing. Never ever give your Venus flytraps tap water or any other kind of water unless it's got to be distilled water or natural rainwater if you can get enough of it, or reverse osmosis. I use this for like when it's really hot. I bring them at the end of the day. I spray them off so I get them all nice if it was a really, really dry day. The weather is really nice nowadays. We're currently in the 70s today. But I keep it in here, and I also have one if I don't want to spray them. If I got to rinse, if I feel that maybe they might need the soil rinse to get all the minerals, because you don't want any type of mineral or anything. That's why you can't use tap water or anything like that. I made this here with just a little bunch of holes, made my own sprinkler container. Keep them under here. All right, let's go outside. We had a bad storm again the other day. This year is just tons of bad storms. Anyhow, it really did a number on this tree over here. And I wasn't around to see it, so I don't know if lightning hit it or if it was just the wind. But anyhow, it may be quite the mess. And I still have to get all this cleaned up. Believe it or not, I have the majority of it cleaned up, but you know, there's another big one there. I gotta keep dragging, but I cut a bunch of it up with the chainsaw and stuff. But let's go over here and take a look at these guys. Like I was saying, I originally started with 3 Venus flytraps. Oh, I started with 1 last year, and it had like 7 traps, and I named him Seymour. Well, and then I ended up getting 2 other ones. I rescued them. One was from Lowe's, and I believe the other one was from Walmart. Anyhow, those 3 last year all evolved into what I have now. And what I did was I researched and I learned how to do everything that you had to do. So I repotted, I separated the bulbs, I cleaned everything, and you have to use perlite and peat moss and a little bit of sand mixture. Mix up a nice ratio. Like I did a 50% perlite, 50% peat moss, and just a little bit of sand, just to, for drainage, so they don't get all swamped out, so to speak. But anyhow, those 3 original plants, I separated them because they were growing good. They separated them all, and you can get several depending on how far along the bulbs progress. They're they're very they're very good at reproducing if you take good care of them. But anyhow, here they are. And they are still multiplying very good. I mean, this is the original. This is the original Seymour, and he is just, going gangbusters. And he just keeps multiplying and multiplying. And over here was the next rescue, which is doing really good. Now these ones here, this one and this one back here, and these 2 back here, those were all, separations off. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, those 4 came from Seymour. This was the second rescue. And the third rescue over here, this little guy, he's like a shark tooth. And all these other little guys are all separations. And there's this one so small. Look how small this one is here. Hope you can see him. You got like 3 little traps coming along there. But they are, the more sun they get, the healthier they are, and they'll get brighter pinkish red. They've been catching stuff. I mean, this one's got like a bumblebee, and who knows what's all in here. I go over here, and well, that was a daddy long leg in this one here. That one caught a daddy long leg. There's another bee of some sort. Who knows what's inside this big one? That was a nice, huge one there. And I also got a new plant. This is also a full sun perennial. It's a bug bat pitcher plant, and it's another carnivorous plant, just like the Venus flytraps here. I'm gonna have to start trimming these, and they're starting to get dry. But it got a lot of little shoots. All these little shoots have come up. When I first got it, it was all of these guys here, and all these little ones have expanded. They just keep popping up. But anyhow, let's go back inside, and I'll give you a little more. Information on how to care for these guys, and a couple do's and don'ts. I must say, it is beautiful out here today too. I just love it. Beautiful willow tree. I'll tell you what, before I go inside and tell you more about the Venus flytrap care, come on over here, we'll take a quick look at the garden. We'll see what's going on. I'll talk to these guys later. Now, the Venus flytrap, during the nice weather like that, you can leave them inside here with these guys. And we've got, we have some pumpkins, some squash, and we have some, what is this? We have this, doing pretty good. Look at these guys. Zucchini. And we got some pickles. Where's the pickles? Oh, look at these pickles. Oh my goodness, those are coming along very nice. Yeah, that's pretty good size already. One back here too. Oh, one here. Oh my. Try to move them around, stuff, so they don't dry rot. We got all kinds of tomatoes. Oh my goodness, a bunch of little green guys coming on. Oh my God, this is just loaded with tomatoes. Nice abundance of tomatoes. Oh, there's a couple going bad there. I'm gonna have to come out here and harvest here this evening. These ones that go bad, I just let them fall down in here, and basically there's a couple more like that. You know, sometimes the ones you don't plant, they actually do better than the ones you know that you try to care for and keep all keep them all harnessed up with these little metal plant things. Oh, and look at these. Every time you have a flower like this too on these pumpkin plants, there's going to be a pumpkin. So you got pumpkin, zucchini, squash, goodness, the cucumbers, and a couple different forms of tomatoes. But yeah, anyhow, the Venus flytraps can stay out here in the nice weather. But like I said, I moved them over into the sun because they need more sun. The more sun, the better, because sun is where they get their vitamins from.